This week's video assignment, I found that the counselors that were in both videos, Dr. Takix and Dr. Powell, um, I was pretty familiar with counseling, having had a counselor myself, so it sort of met my expectations in terms of, their approaches. So there wasn't really any surprises there. Based on the readings from chapter 8 and 9, I did see several behaviors or characteristics, I guess you could call them, that were discussed in the book. So, for example, in Simmons et al. 2020, there's a section that discusses just the 3 stages of counseling, and I felt like both counselors demonstrated that in terms of exploring, understanding the issue, and then giving the client some actions to take. In terms of like specific characteristics, I felt that both counselors use open-ended questions to understand their clients and to create draw from them. I also felt that they both did a good job paraphrasing and summarizing their clients' statements, just to make sure that they demonstrated attentiveness and understanding of what their clients were saying. So they both did that pretty extensively. I think that specifically Dr. Takix used questioning or challenging his clients. So, for example, there was a part at the beginning of the counseling session in which he challenged his client about the person that she was dating because they didn't have anything in common, so why date this person? So that was an example of him sort of challenging his client. I also felt that they both used goal setting as well, but I think that it was a little different because Dr. Takix was directive in the goals. He took the time to establish what the goals were and to give his client sort of homework on the next steps to take, whereas Dr. Powell had discussed thinking about what might be some goals to set or some things to try differently, but wasn't directive. In terms of their theoretical orientation, Dr. Takix used what I would think is cognitive behavioral modification and some cognitive behavioral therapy as well, but it seemed like he was really focused on changing the behaviors that his clients were demonstrating in order to produce a more positive outcome in their interactions with people and in their life. Whereas, according to Simmons et al. As well, I feel like that Dr. Powell was using person-centered therapy, which, according to Simmons et al. 2020, is basically just believing that the person has within themselves the means, the ability, and the awareness to be self-directive and be able to discover solutions to their own problems and produce change in their life. In terms of the counselors that'd be a good fit for me, I think Dr. Takix would be a better fit for me, just simply because I'm somebody that would need my thinking questioned and challenged. And I guess the question that I would ask Dr. Takix is that if you find that your approach isn't working, how do you switch gears and change approaches, either in session or to the next session, but specifically in session in order to get more positive results?